Hi everyone, in this lesson we are going to learn about simple mathematical operation where you are going to just calculate different numbers in the Python. Now this lesson is very interesting and as well as very easy, and we are going to learn how to make or how to calculate some basic numbers, and we are also going to move into complicated number as well. Now we are going to go into Python, and we already know that the Jupyter Python notebook is here, and today the lesson is about the arithmetics. And what is arithmetics? For example, if you are going to add, subtract, multiply or divide some numbers, then you can easily do in any programming language, but today we are going to do that in Python programming language. For that one, for example, I will say that 5 and plus 2 or plus 4, what will be the result? It will just show you 9. Simply you can also write print, and remember that in data types I just give you some information about data types, that we have two different data types. We have different data types, but mostly we learned about two basic data types, which were string and integers. Now we are since using integer in the print, therefore we don't need to use quotation mark. Okay, what we are going to do now, when I'm going to just run that program, we will get the result is 9. And similarly, when you are going to, for example, print 3 minus 7, then you will get the result which is minus 4. Okay, now similarly we can also divide different numbers. For example, 6 divided by, and for divide you are going to use slash sign, and I'm going to just write 2. It means we are going to divide 6 by 2, and we are going to get like 3.0. And most of the time when you are going to in Python language, always when you are going to divide different numbers, then you will get that number in another data type which is called float. Float means that when you are going to use the point as well, now it should be 3, but we are getting like 3.0. It is called float. When you have decimal in the integer, then that is called float in the Python programming language. Okay, now if you want to multiply, then for multiplication you are going to use, for example, for static and 4, it means for multiply by 4, or for 4 times we are going to multiply, and we are going to get 16. Okay, these are some basic mathematical operation which we are doing right now. And also we are going to for example, we are going to get square, for example 3, double static and 2, and when we are going to just run that program, we will get 9. It means we are squaring 3 2 times, and we are getting like 9. If I'm going to cube that 3, then we are going to write 3 power 3. It means then we are going to get like 27. It means that we are multiplying, for example, multiplying 3 and multiply by 3 and multiply by 3. We are multiplying 3 times, and it is cubic of some integer which we are doing right now. Now when I'm going to run, we will get similar result. Now there is also possibility where when you are going to just assign variable to your integers, then you can also multiply or make an mathematical operation on that variable as well. We learned about variable in previous lesson. If you do not watch that video, just go and watch about the variable, and I'm also going to show you in this lesson as well. Now for example, we have like vegetable. I will just write veg, which is equal to, I have 2 kg of vegetable. Okay, then that I have assigned a variable, and if I'm going to call the variable, we are just going to write without without the quotation mark, and when I'm going to print that one, you will get like we have wage which is equal to 2. Now if I'm going to make another variable as well, like I will say milk, I have milk, and it cost me, okay, for example it cost me 200, and vegetable it cost me, for example 150. okay, now I'm going to run both these, and now what should be the total cost of milk and vegetable? It means I need to pay the total cost to the customer, or maybe to the one who are buying that one. Then I will say total, or total, for example total underscore cost. okay, now we have to add both vegetable and milk. The price should be added. okay, added. Now what we are going to write, wage plus and milk. Now when I'm going to just run that program and call the total cost and total cost, then we will get like 350. It means 200 and 150 will be 350. okay, now you are going to just make that or you should understand that we have vegetable which is variable, and it has a value, and also milk which is variable and it has a different value, and we are going to add that two variable at the same time, and we are getting a result as a corresponding or as a consequences. okay, now what you are going to do next, one thing I want to show you. okay, when you have multiples operations in the same equation, what you are going to do? For example, I have print, we are going to say 2 multiply by 4, okay, multiply by 4 plus 3 and minus 1, and what will be the result? It is a little bit confusing. okay, now when I'm going to print, it will just give me 14. For example, I have just multiplied 3 by 4, which is equal to 12, and we have added like 3, and we have subtracted 1. How about if I'm going to change that equation and change the operation, the order of that operation, and I'm going to do that one, maybe 3 multiply 1 and minus that one and plus. Now what we get, the answer is 2. Why these are different? For example, the result should be same, but it is not same. One case is like we have 14 the answer, and one equation is like we have the answer which is 2. And if I'm going to do that like 3 minus 4, which is equal to minus 1, and minus 1 plus like 3, which is equal to 2, minus 1, and minus 1 multiply by we have like minus 1, and minus 1 plus 3 is equal to 2. 2 multiply by 1 is equal to 2. okay, we get the result like this one. If I'm going to show you that what is happening here, right, let me just give you an overview of the one concept which we have right here, and we have that concept which is like BODMAS, which is called BODMAS. okay, or in mathematical order, when that all comes, then what the program or what you should do if there is different like answer. okay, now let me show you one thing more to make the concept more clear. okay, what about if I'm going to don't change anything, but we are going to do like that one, and I'm going to just enter, and you will get minus 1. Why that is like that? We are just changing the order, or we are adding parentheses, and we are getting different like answer. Now everything is same, plus is there, same, plus is there, same, minus is there, same, multiplication here. If I'm going to change, for example, once again, and we make like let me just do like this one and bracket, and we are going to see, okay, let me just add one more bracket, and we are again seeing or watching that we have answered the two. Why that are all different? Because here we are just giving information to the program that first you are going to solve anything which is in bracket. Let me just show you anything which is in bracket. For example, I have here which is completely open, there is no bracket here, but in the second portion I have like 4 plus 3 which is in bracket. I am giving information to the Python program or to any program that first you have to add these two numbers, and when that two numbers will add, then we get like 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it will like multiply or subtract, okay, 7, and we're going to get multiplication which is like 7 again, okay, then we are going to subtract 7 from the 3 and we will get -4 the answer. Now see, we have the order. First should be the bracket. We have to just calculate whatsoever is in bracket, then we should check the order, either it is square, either it is cubic, either it is irrational number. For example, it is in under square, then what you are going to do, first solve that one. Then after that one you are going to use subtraction, division, then multiplication operation will apply, after that addition, then finally we are going to use subtraction. Now let me do one more equation, okay. For example, I'm going to say print, and we have 2 which is 3 power, and we have plus 5, and divide by, for example, divide by 5 and -1 and plus 2. What will be the answer? 10. Okay, now what we are saying that just do first operation. For example, we have 2 power 3 which is equal to 8. For example, I get answer 8. Then we are dividing 5 multiplied by 5, because after that one what we are going to use, first we are going to use the order which I have just multiplied 3 times, and I get 8. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use since the bracket is not there, therefore we are going to use the division, which is 5 divided by 5, and we are going to get 1. And after that one we have to use like addition, and what I'm going to use like 2 plus and -1, we are going to get again +1, and the result will be 10. Okay, now that two are same, therefore whatsoever you are going to do, for example, we have right here, we can possibly do something like, if we are going to without adding or subtraction, we are going to add these two one, okay. After that one finally we also get the result. Maybe sometime it could be different, but sometime it can be same, but mostly what we are going to use, we are going to use the same method which we have like BODMAS, and for shortcut you are going to remember or memorize that as a BMAS. Okay, now here is really simple arithmetic problems which you are going to solve in the Python, and I will just give you our view of that lesson once again, that what we have learned in this lesson. What we have added, we have just add two numbers, and for that one you are going to just put plus sign for subtraction, minus sign for division, you are going to use slash. Okay, then for the multiplication you are going to use static, for square or cube you are going to use for power. In similar condition, if I'm going to say for power, we are going to use double static sign. Okay, then we can also assign like variables to the any number, and we can also make some arithmetic calculation on that number, or make an operation as well. But remember one thing, if I'm going to print 1 divided by 0, 1 divided by 0, what will be the answer? Then I will get 0 division error. I will just give you information about that one, why we are getting like 0 division error and what should be the solution of that one. But before giving the solution, I want to know about your opinion that why it is not possible to divide like 1. If I'm going to, for example, I'm just make it comment why it is like not possible, or giving the Python is giving error when we are going to divide 1 with 0. And if I'm going to reverse that one, then we will get a result. For example 0 divided by 1, and the answer is 0. And why that is like we are not getting 1 divided by 0, you can give me the reason in the comment box below. I will also understand that you have learned some concept. If you don't know, just Google it, search it from YouTube, from everywhere, and just write that in comment box below. Okay, I hope you learned some basic operation while using Python. Hope you just like that video. Just thumbs up, share with your friends, and also don't forget to subscribe.